Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're having a great October. Thank you for all of the awesome support and interactions on the last couple of videos that went up. The last one was the 10 essential Hot Toys picks. That was 10 essential Hot Toys figures that I believe, if you're a hardcore Hot Toys collector, those 10 are, certain figures that you might want to consider adding to your collection. Not absolutely essential because everyone's taste is different, and I don't have a lot of Star Wars stuff or Marvel stuff. There's a few Marvel pieces scattered around that you can see: Deadpool, Spider-Man, Iron Man down there. So plenty of love for Marvel here, but just no space to get stuck into those lines. Infinity War, Endgame, as much as those figures look absolutely awesome for the most part, there's just no room for them right now. So I'm sticking to my DC stuff, my horror collection, stuff like that. I did also upload the 10 essential horror picks for your collection, so if you haven't seen that one, check it out. But I want to say a big thank you to all of you guys out there for getting involved and interacting with those last two videos. Unfortunately, the way YouTube works now, with me doing my YouTube channel full time, trying to live the dream, trying to do something I love as my full-time gig, it's definitely difficult. I don't get many views, I don't have that many subscribers when you think about it compared to other YouTubers, so it is always an uphill struggle doing something you love, especially when it comes to a niche thing like this. I'm not reviewing video games, I'm not doing constant movie reviews, so it's very much a niche thing, and it is tricky trying to keep afloat doing something like this. But I do appreciate all the likes, very important for the videos. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit the like button. Try and share it with your collector buddies on social media, and don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know you're out there and let me know your thoughts. I read all the comments. I can't reply to all of them because they do come in pretty thick and fast. So I don't have a team or any assistants helping me with stuff like that. I'm doing everything myself. A lot of these channels, you hear them say, we are working on this, we are going to do that. Well, it's not we here, it's me, just me, myself, and I. Busting my ass on the channel trying to bring you guys entertaining content. Now, today I received an interesting comment, which I will show you now. So I got that on Facebook, and I thought to myself, that's a great idea for a video. So thank you very much, Igor, for the inspiration. This one's for you. Now, I'm going to track down, apparently according to Mr. Igor, 20 figures in my collection that are from SHI and the rest films. So let's get stuck in, try and find these 20 figures. So we'll get started at the most obvious pick, would be Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. You got me. Here she is, number one. That's the one we're going to start with. A great looking figure from a god-awful film. Suicide Squad was not good. We have another Harley Quinn over here from Suicide Squad again. A fantastic figure from a very bad film. So there's number two. And we have Wonder Woman from Justice League. However, this is a comic concept version, so this isn't how she looked in the film. It's kind of using that base figure from the movie that Hot Toys made, but they kind of, spliced in some Linda Carter and just some kind of comic book classic color tones and just the vibe of a classic Wonder Woman, but in the form of our most recent incarnation, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. So this was a gift from one of my Patreons who wishes to remain anonymous, but if you're watching, this is one of my most beloved figures in the collection. Doesn't matter that the film Justice League was absolute gash, this is an amazing piece, and I will always display this, always have it front and center. It's an absolutely phenomenal, vibrant looking piece, and definitely deserves to be in anyone's collection. But we have to be honest here, it's from Justice League, and Justice League is terrible. So we've got 1, 2, 3 so far, so we need to find about another 17 figures in this collection that are from awful movies. So 17, and it's going to be tricky. We have the Batman that became the Joker. This is something I created using the Suicide Squad Joker Batman Imposter. Is that what it was called? The Joker Batman Imposter version. That was it, yes. So technically this was from Suicide Squad. However, I changed it into something more from my own mind. There's videos on the channel explaining the story behind this thing that you're looking at. I think I created something really interesting here. It's I've never seen another figure like this. I changed the cape, I resprayed the cape, I obviously gave him the bloody meat cleaver, and the smiling kind of Joker. Well, it's not smiling, he's actually frowning. Well, not frowning, but it's the opposite of a smile. His corners of his mouth are kind of turned down. He's peed off. And look, he's been shot and everything, man. This guy is an absolute beast. But technically, he's from Suicide Squad, so I'll give you that one. That would be number 4. So now we need to track down another 16 figures in the collection. According to Igor, 20 of them are here somewhere. So let's try and find the other 16. Well, it's not going to be this one. That's the Dark Knight from the classic Dark Knight film. That's definitely not going to be included in this list. And then we have the Demon Batman from Batman Begins, what I believe to be the best superhero film ever made. That definitely won't be making it into this 20 picks of, you know, great figures from awful films, because that is just not the case. Here we have Bruce Wayne training from Batman Begins, the Ninja Bruce Wayne, League of Shadows Bruce Wayne. It was actually the Ra's al Ghul figure, and this was from Alex McPhee. So if you're watching, Alex, massive shout out to you. This is one of my favorite pieces in the collection. God bless you. But Nick, my buddy, gave me the headplay Bruce Wayne head, which is actually under this mask now. So that is actually Bruce Wayne. You can even tell just from looking at the brow and the sunken in kind of eyes and stuff. It's just, you can tell that's Bruce under there. So that is awesome. So that would definitely not be making it. However, I know many of you are screaming at your screens right now saying, yeah, but you got figures from Dawn of Justice. That was awful. No, it wasn't. Dawn of Justice is a great film. I ain't going to offend the world by letting you know exactly what I think of you. Got to keep it clean. Got to be diplomatic. So I will just say I think Dawn of Justice was great. I think Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor was definitely the thing that I could have done without. A lot of people have a problem with the Martha scene. I don't. Their mothers have always had the same name. I will not be including anything from Dawn of Justice on this list of great figures from awful films, because I don't think it is an awful film. I definitely think the Jesse Eisenberg thing could have been a lot better, and I definitely remember squirming in my seat the first couple of scenes with him when I saw it for the first time. But everything else around the film, I thought Ben Affleck was really good. Henry Cavill, great Superman. It was really nice to see the consequences of his actions from Man of Steel. That inexperienced fight he had with Zod at the end of Man of Steel, leveling the city of Metropolis. There had to be consequences to that. All the lives lost, all the devastation and destruction. They dealt with that in the film, and you guys didn't like it because it was too miserable. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I think Zack Snyder had balls, and he made a film that I really enjoyed, and I own it in a couple of different versions on Blu-ray, and I'm very proud to have these figures from that film. I mean, look, that is lifted off the pages of a comic book right there. That is the Dark Knight Returns Armored Batman, and that's just an amazing piece. So I will not be including him. Sorry, folks. And there's Batman Begins, again, what I believe to be the best superhero film of all time. That film left me with a feeling of I remember the film ending the first time I saw it, and just walking out of that cinema with a feeling of, it changed me, man. I just felt the message of that movie is one man can make a difference. If he really dedicates himself, if he truly believes in his cause, you can make a difference. That is the message of that film, and it really did affect me. It's the reason I started this channel, so God bless you. Batman Begins. Now, the Arkham City Batman, that's from a fantastic game, but that's a game, not a film, so that's not really included in this. And over here we've got the Michael Keaton Batman from Batman Returns. That is a great figure from a great film. And back to Dawn of Justice again. And this is the figure that started the whole thing, triggered a few people. Awesome piece. Definitely prefer this to the Justice League version. No interest in the Justice League version, which unfortunately is upsetting quite a few people. Not sure why. Just collect it yourself. Do your own thing. I'm here doing my thing. Don't get too upset. It's really, in the great scheme of things, there are bigger things going on in the world right now than whether or not I like the Justice League Batman. Chill out. Now, I'm doing some work on him, so he looks a bit weird right now. I have switched out the cape and changed the neck piece, and I'm working on it. Don't worry about it. I'll bring you a video on him very soon. More Dawn of Justice action over here. One of the best scenes in the film, the nightmare sequence. Absolutely awesome scene. Great looking Batman, very different. Again, from Dawn of Justice, which I believe to be a very good film. Here's the Joker from The Dark Knight. So what have we got? I'll lose where we are now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 technically. As much as that's an awesome piece, it's from Suicide Squad. So that's 4 figures from Terrible Films. That's pretty much everything on that wall. So we got 4, not quite 20, Igor, but let's see. Maybe I can find something over here. Oh, we got The Wolf Predator from AVP Requiem. Now, yep, there's no denying that film was absolute gash, but the figure is fantastic. So I'll give you that one. There's number 5. Right, so we got to find 15 more figures according to Mr. Igor here. Let's see if we can track down these other 15 pieces in the collection. I'm not really seeing them, mate. Let me just... Oh, hang on. We've got the Pop Toys Tomb Explorer, which is obviously based on the first Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider film, which is pretty terrible, but is quite beloved by a lot of people. But technically, it's kind of a bad movie. So I'll give you that one, Igor. There's number 6, I believe. So there's 6. Go find another 14 figures. Jason from Part 3. No, I think that's a good film. Dredd from Dredd. Absolutely amazing film. Definitely not going to be included. The Predator 2 stuff, a lot of people would say that Predator 2 is not that great. I disagree. I love that film. The special effects were incredible. I like the setting. I like the story. The actors involved. Kevin Peter Hall in the Predator suit did a fantastic job as usual. Stan Winston and his team did an incredible job. RoboCop, obviously, that film is amazing, so he won't be included. We have Rob Zombie's Halloween, the first Rob Zombie there. I actually quite like that film. It's the reason I like Michael Myers in the first place. It's the one that got me into the character, so it won't be including that. However, they do have some Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 Michael Myers stuff, which I guess I would have to hold my hands up and say, yep, that's a bad film. I do have some scenes in that film which I absolutely love. In fact, pretty much any scene in Halloween 2 with Michael Myers is great. It's all the other stuff with Laurie freaking out and screaming all the time that I don't really, not a fan of. And some of the more kind of dream sequence bits that Rob Zombie did that were very much his kind of style, didn't like those. But I do love the look of Michael Myers from Halloween 2, just a really beat down, nasty look that he had. So I'll give you that one though. What's that, number 7 possibly? I'm gonna have to recount here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. And there is another one over here, the Hobo. That would be number 8. That is again from Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie, but I do love the figure. I do love the look. I'm very glad to have it in the collection, but I hold my hands up. That's number 8 right there. So, what else we got? 20. Got to find 20 figures in the collection, according to Mr. Igor, that are from awful films. Spider-Man, Sam Raimi? I don't think so. Alien, the original? No. Gremlins 2, Spider-Gremlin down there? Nope. Gremlins 2 was awesome. Original Predator film, awesome. Gremlins again. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. Chucky. I'm not seeing it. So I think we got 8 in total. And over here we've got the life-size bust, but we've got the quarter-scale Hot Toys Endo. That's a kind of Kit Bash creation, so she's not from anything. That's just the Tempest character that I created. Then you've got, obviously, the Dark Knight Trilogy quarter-scale figures over here. Obviously, they're from great films. And I think that's about it, really. So we found 8 in the end. So, oh, got some more down here. Taxi Driver, obviously, classic, all-time classic. Camera always makes his army jacket look kind of grey. It's green in reality. I don't know what it is about the phone changes the colour of that. And a few more bits and pieces. Obviously, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Well, do you know what? That's from Spider-Man 3. So, all right, you got me. Yeah, that's number 9 right there. That's number 9. All right. So we're halfway to Igor's 20 mark. I don't think we're going to get any further than halfway, guys. I mean, because Christopher Reeve, that's an amazing piece down there. Pumpkinhead, amazing film. So we got Selena Kyle, Dark Knight Rises. That's my least favourite out of the Dark Knight trilogy, that film, but it is still a great movie. So that wouldn't be included. Jack Nicholson from 89 Batman, great film. Scarecrow from Batman Begins, you know my thoughts on that, absolutely awesome. That's from the video games, that's not included. That's from a video game, so that's not included. This is from a comic book, so obviously can't include that, but I think they're fantastic. And that's about it. I hope I'm not missing anything. But thanks for the comment, Igor. It definitely inspired me to make this interesting video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to thank Igor as well for the inspiration. Alright guys, take it easy. See you soon. Bye bye.